What if you just need to master one habit to be able to create any habit in your life? Does that sound too good to be true? I'm not saying it will require no effort, but the result is well worth the effort. Today we're diving into the Keystone habit, the ultimate game changer that makes every other positive change in your life not only possible, but inevitable. One habit to rule them all. And stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have the secret sauce to unlock unstoppable momentum in your life. So let's get into it. Hey, my name is Greg from RenU. I'm a master coach and I help people, teams and organizations to know themselves, design their future self, and become their future selves. RenU and I are here to help you live a life where you have control. Why do we need habits? What's the big deal? Well, habits are like the autopilot mode for your brain. They free up mental energy so you can focus on the big stuff, the creative stuff, the stuff that really matters. You can think of your brain as a smartphone. Habits are like the essential apps that run in the background, handling all the routine tasks. You don't have to think about them, they just work. This is crucial because it helps you conserve mental energy for more complex decisions and creative thinking. And in essence, they are unintentional habits linked to your autonomous nervous system. The things you don't think about, like breathing, your heart beating, fight, flight, freeze response, etc. And then there are the intentional habits. Those relate to conscious decisions coming from your prefrontal cortex and which can be inscribed into your brain through repetition. Essentially, it's about building neural pathways. So why do we need habits? Because they streamline our lives, they boost our productivity, and they enhance our well-being. And most importantly, they are the building blocks of our success and happiness. Reflection time. List 3 habits you currently have that positively impact your life. Reflect on how they became habits and how they benefit you. For me, it's my exercise routine with alternating CrossFit training and recovery walks throughout the week. That brings me a lot of energy. Another one is my week planning early Monday morning. That's when I list key activities linked to my 2024 goals and scheduling everything for the week, including my friends. The third one is a daily routine shared with my partner of sharing 3 intentional points every morning. What am I grateful for? What is my frog activity today? Something that is important, but I don't like doing it. What is a flow activity today? Something important and that I like doing. And fourth, what is a fun activity I can do today? Because we all need a bit of fun. Coaching time. Think about the areas of your life that could be transformed if certain behaviors became automatic. What would you change? What would improve? You like this video so far? Then you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel and put notifications on if you want to receive content like this every week. And if you want to learn a lot more about the concept of habits, check out in the video description all the other YouTube links and other links. A Keystone habit is like the lead domino in a long row of dominoes. Tip it over and it sets off a chain reaction that leads to a cascade of positive changes in your life. It's that one habit that has the power to influence and enhance many other habits. Think about it this way. Imagine you start exercising regularly. This single habit can lead to eating healthier, sleeping better, and even being more productive at work. It's a ripple effect that transforms multiple areas of your life, all triggered by one core habit. Charles Duhigg, in The Power of Habit, talks about how Keystone habits create a culture of success and a strong foundation. So, how do you identify your Keystone habit? Here are a few tips. Look for patterns. What small action, when you stick to it, seems to improve other areas of your life? Consider your goals. Which habit aligns with your long-term goals and values? Reflect on past successes. Think about times when you felt your best and most productive. What habits were you maintaining then? In The Lord of the Ring, the book, the movie, there were 20 rings of power. Think about your Keystone habits as those rings. You do not need 20 of them though, maybe 5 or maximum 10. One of my Keystone habits is going to bed at the same time every day and waking up at the same time every day, even during the weekend. That improves my sleep, my focus, and automatically organizes some parts of my day. I do fail sometimes. What matters is that it is usually over 90% accomplished over a year. Now, here is a little exercise for you. Identify one Keystone habit you want to develop, and think about the ripple effects it could have on your other habits and overall life. Write it down and make a commitment to focus on that one. Remember, identifying and focusing on your keystone habit is like finding the key that unlocks all the other doors. It's a secret to building a solid foundation for all the positive changes you want to make. Now, here is where things get really exciting. Imagine having a superpower, the power to effortlessly create new habits whenever you need them. This is the habit that rules them all, the habit of forming new habits. Think about it. If you can master the process of building habits, you can transform any aspect of your life at any time. Need to get fit? No problem. You know how to build an exercise habit. Want to be more productive? Easy. You can form a habit of daily planning. The possibilities are endless when you've got this superpower. Let's break down the key elements common to all habit formation. These are the building blocks you need to master. The first one is there is a cue. This is a trigger that starts the habit. It could be a specific time of day, an emotion, or a preceding action. Then there is a craving. This is the motivation behind the habit. It's what drives you to perform the habit to get a specific reward. Then there is a response. This is the actual behavior or action that you perform. And then there is the reward. This is the benefit you receive from the habit, which reinforces the behavior and makes you want to repeat it. James Clear in Atomic Habits calls this the habit loop. It's a simple but powerful framework that explains how habits work and how they can be changed. He also emphasizes starting small, tiny habits that are so easy you can't say no. So how do you build the habit of forming new habits? Here are a few steps to get you started. Link your habits to your life purpose, your core values, and key life goals. If you don't have those, then check this video out. Start small. Focus on one tiny habit at a time. Make it so easy that you can't fail, particularly if you struggle with building habits. As you get better, you can bring bigger steps. Use cues and rewards. Identify a clear cue to start the habit and a reward to reinforce it, like having a yoga mat at the bottom of your bed when you wake up, and thinking about the endorphin kick you will get after exercise that will make you happy. Track your progress. Keep a habit tracker to monitor your progress and stay motivated. Create a supportive environment. If you're trying to sleep better, but you have a lot of light and noise coming from outside and keeping you awake, you might not move the needle. So get some blackout curtains. The environment also means people around you who are going to be supportive of your desire to change instead of hindering you. Find your new habit tribe. Get a mentor, get a coach. Reflect and adjust. It's important to regularly reflect on what's working and what's not. Then you can adjust your approach as needed. Stay consistent. Consistency is key. Even on tough days, stick to your habit to maintain momentum. The key rule here is that you do not have to hit 100%. Depending on the difficulty of the new habit, I give myself a range of 80 to 95% success rate as a target. For example, after being a regular meat lover and eater during all of my life, basically, in January I adopted a plant-based diet. I tried it 100% plant-based for the first month. Now I am at 95%, and that works for me. 95% is better than 0% by a long way. It took me a long time to master this super habit, this superpower. Essentially, I've been rewriting my brain with the understanding that every time I followed the same process to form new habits, I would be successful. Because I did it one, then multiple times, then 100 times. Once this pattern of success was embedded in my brain, I knew that I would be successful. Then all barriers to build new habits fell down. Another key point is that your habits should be systemic. If you want to learn more about systemic habits, much more in this video. Here is an exercise for you. Choose one simple habit you want to develop this week. Use the habit loop framework. Identify your cue, response, reward. Then track your progress and reflect on your success. Remember, mastering the habit of building habits is your ultimate tool for lifelong growth and transformation. It's a one habit ruling them all, and that makes all other positive change not just possible, but inevitable. As you embark on this journey, keep in mind the words of Aristotle. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. What is inextricably linked to habits? Goals. If you want to learn more about how to develop powerful and achievable goals in your life, then you might want to check this video out.